Hello and welcome to my math video about the basics of derivatives and integration. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning about the power rule, quotient rule, product rule, and chain rule. Let's start with the power rule. The formula is if f of x equals x to the power of n, the derivative of f of x is nx to the power of n minus 1. Now let's use this formula to try to solve f of x equals 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x to the power of 2 plus 5x minus 2. A good way to tackle this is to separate each function by itself. I'm calling it, let's just say in this case, a, b, c, and d. Now let's apply the power rule to each letter. In this case, a, which is 2x to the power of 4, would now be equal to 4 times 2x to the power of 4 minus 1, which is 8x to the power of 3. Apply the formula with the rest of the letters, and eventually you will get 8x to the power of 3 minus 6x plus 5, which is now the derivative of f of x. Let's jump to the quotient rule. Now, the quotient rule has a formula, which is y, which is the same as f of x, equals u prime times v minus u times v prime, all divided by v squared. But you're thinking, what's u and what's v? Let me explain. The quotient rule is only used if the f of x has a division on it. In this case, sine of x divided by 3x. Therefore, u would be whatever is on the top, and v would be whatever is on the bottom. An easy way to use the quotient rule is to break down the question like I'm doing here, putting u and v, and now find each derivative. We know, using trig identities, that the derivative of sine of x is cosine of x. And using the power rule from a few minutes ago, we know that v, 3 of x, its derivative is 3. Now simply grab u prime and v, times them, and then you subtract everything by what's left, which is u times v prime. Later, you just divide everything by v squared, which in this case is 3x to the power of 2. Now you have found f prime of x using the quotient rule with a trig identity. Let's jump to the product rule. Its formula is u prime times v plus u times v prime. It is used only if the y or the f of x has two components that are multiplying. So now let's try to solve ln of 2x minus 3 times e to the power of minus 2x. However, ln functions or e exponents do not follow the power rule. They have their own rules. So if y equals ln x, y prime basically equals x prime divided by x. And for the e exponent, it's very simple. If y equals e to the power of x, its derivative is the same thing, e to the power of x. However, it is multiplied by x prime. Knowing this, let's now try to use the product rule to solve the equation. Using the same breakdown as the quotient rule, write u, which is everything on the left, in this case ln 2x minus 3, and v, which is e to the power of minus 2x. Applying each of the rules for each exponent, find u prime, which is 1 over 2x minus 3 times the derivative, which is just 2. So u prime would be equal to 2 over 2x minus 3. And now let's try to find v prime. As we said before, e exponents, its derivative, are the same. However, they are multiplied by the derivative of n. So in this case, it is minus 2, which means e prime equals minus 2 e to the power of minus 2x. Now, using the same tactic as the quotient rule, we take u prime and v, like it says in the equation, and you multiply them. So in this case, it's 2 divided by 2x minus 3 times e to the power of minus 2x. And then you grab the rest, which is u and v prime, which equals 2 ln 2x minus 3 times minus 2e to the power of minus 2x. In some cases, you can simplify your answer. Let's go to our final rule, the chain rule. Its formula is if y equals x to the power of n, its derivative would equal to n times x to the power of n minus 1 times x prime. It is used when a function is being powered by a large number. Now let's try to find the derivative of f of x equals 7x minus 5, all powered by 8. This example is very easy. All you need to do is put the power at the front, as the formula indicates. So you're timesing everything by 8. Putting 7x minus 5, taking away 1 from the original power, which is 8 minus 1, and then you're timesing everything by the derivative of what's inside the bracket. So now you can simplify by multiplying the derivative by the number in front, getting the answer using chain rule. I hope this tutorial helped. Thanks for watching.